everybody, welcome to Northernlion Tries. Egg is broken, heart is too. You can't see it right now. It says 2. I promise. Look at that. You think I would lie to you in a video like this? Just go on the internet and spread misinformation? I don't think so. What the heck are you doing, NL? So this was recommended by Steam Labs. Commonly, people misrepresented. They think it's Streamlabs. No, Streamlabs is the service that when I have a bad stream, it says, keep grinding, 1% increase in new followers. Steam Labs is the service keeping Northernlion Tries afloat while we go through this Sahara Desert of new releases. It is a physics-based meme platformer where you play as a mother chicken breaking into a restaurant to rescue her egg and, thus her child from being consumed in a delicious Benedictine format. Of course, the eggs that you eat are unfertilized, but let's not try to break the kayfabe, okay? So I bought this for $5.70 Canadian, and egg is broken, heart is too. And I have no idea what to expect, except that... Oh, it's better. Well, okay. I have no idea what to expect, except I will tell you this. There was a time previously where I probably would have turned up my nose at a game like this. Then, for Northernlion Tries, it all started with Patient Zero. I played Balance a lot, and I was like, I don't know how people are going to receive this. I take myself very seriously, and I'm concerned that this will undermine my legitimacy. And then people went, haha, game funny, let's do more. And then, I kind of, Patient, I guess 1, if we're going on the 0 index, was God of Gym. People loved that video. So I said, you know what? Stop taking yourself so seriously. Maybe you can play a little game called, come on. Oh, it's a checkpoint, though. Maybe you could play a little game called, Egg is broken, heart is too, What if we land on the burner? Nope, we turn into fried chicken, of course we do. Makes sense. I also like to eat my fried chicken with the feathers on, ideally. The other thing is, I genuinely do like meme games that are physics platformers. I don't know what it says about me as a human being. You gotta stop putting that, liquid rubber on your back. You got too much bounce, too much elasticity. I don't like the most predominant meme game on Steam is popular video game trope made badly but with anime girls. That's not really that interesting to me. But, hey, strange game with a couple of JPEGs where you gotta, carry a delicate obstacle. Well, you know what I think I like about it? I like games that make mundane tasks impossible. Something about... Help me, that's too much. Something about, taking a normal task. This is why I like Hand Simulator in spite of myself. Yeah, just bounce it, dude. Whatever. Something about, like, hey, what if we made a game where something that's easy to do in real life is impossible to do? Like the Octodad formula, I have a real amount of reverence for that. Because most games are, to some extent, kind of a power fantasy, You're like a juiced up, super marine, and they're like, hey, there's 100 bad dudes in here. Yeah, they have families, but whatever, dude, just ice them. And then you go in and you're like, blap, 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 I got him. But oh no, I needed to use a single med kit, A game like this is much more human. Much more down to earth. You can't get that. Much more human. Much more down to earth. Is something we can all relate to in some way. Haven't we all had an experience like this? Like, no. Have we all been a chicken that's trying to rescue its young from a restaurant? No, probably not. But Haven't we all experienced something thematically similar to this? Like, trying to carry all the groceries in a single trip, even if it is a little ill-advised? I know I have. You can do this. You can do this. Much better. I relate to the struggle of the everyman, or in this case, the every chicken. And dude, I gotta tell you, I'm starting to get a formula. Look at this. Look at this. That's gotta be a checkpoint. Now, there are some... I don't want to be rude to the developers, okay? Because I'm having a fun time right now. And keep in mind, like... You know, whatever I say as a YouTuber, like, I bought the game. I'm not like, oh, it's not worth the money. Like, I'm monetizing it myself, you know? That's why, like, when you ever buy a piece of software, and it's like, are you a human being or are you a business? If you're a human being, they're like, here's the human being price. If you're a business, they're like, give me the 3 digits on the back of your credit card number. We're going in. So I'm not complaining about the price by my standards. I will say, as compared to games in this, of this scope on Steam. Help me. Thank you. A 5 spot is a little more than I might have expected. I mean, to be honest, it is a little bit more polished than something like God of Gym, which was a mere $1. However, still maybe a little bit on the high side for a momentary diversion. And yet, what is $5 compared to the emotion, the tension, the drama? Who needs God of War? You want a story about parenthood in the modern day? Egg is broke, heart is too. Now, I know what you're thinking, NL. You ever consider busting into the JPEGs for this game, replacing the egg with a picture of your own head? I said, no, I never thought of that. Why would you say that? Are you suggesting that my head has some kind of ovoid shape? Or that because I'm bald and Caucasian, I resemble an egg? I know you're like, well, when you put it that way, it sounds kind of offensive. The way I meant it was a little... I meant it in like a nice, funny way, like, haha, he bald. Now you're taking offense to it, and I don't feel so good. Well, let that be a lesson to you. Also, got him. Okay, this is a dangerous situation. I got stuck. I'm gonna just call it. I think the terrain kind of screwed me on that one. You know, if there's anything, and I understand that all video games are kind of abstractions of arbitrary constraints, right? But can't you just go around, chicken? Why do you have to exist exclusively on this two-dimensional... Yeah, that's gonna screw us. Or is it use the speed boost, brother? Can't you just go around this arbitrary stack of plates? NL, that's like asking why Mario doesn't just go around the Koopas. You know what? I suppose it is. I suppose it is like asking why doesn't Mario just go around the Koopas. But this is the kind of minutia you concern yourself with. Midway through, an egg is broke, and so is heart run. Slow it down, dude! Okay. So, everything is just a step-by-step process. Oh, that's a crack-by-crack process. You gotta get forward and upward momentum, and then you catch it. Forward and upward. Okay, just catch. Just catch! Here you go. Forward and upward. Jose Canseco. Forward and upward. Beautiful. Forward and upward. Who stacks plates like this? What is this, a college dining hall? I don't know, maybe this is what it looks like in a restaurant, like in the back. I've never looked in, or I've never been in the back of a restaurant, except those restaurants that, you know, they have like the open kitchen, and you think to yourself, hey, that's nice, I can see the food being made. But then you realize They're not showing you absolutely everything. Let me see what's going on inside of your blast freezer. Okay, just don't panic on this one. Oh, that's nonsense. Show me the freaking free body diagram on that one. Think it would take more damage from landing on our back than it would from just lightly touching a plate, but I'm willing to accept that perhaps this game is not the bastion of realistic egg physics. Great stuff. Good catch. Now we're just gonna drop. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, now you've made it back to this spot. What do? It's very simple. It's just a forward up. If you can draw out the F equals MA statics equation here. I guess it's not a statics because we're, you know, moving. That's all right. We got to the checkpoint. That's all I could have asked. We were stuck at that last spot for way too long. Keep way too fast, but look at that. He's dampened the momentum. He's done it again. We got ourselves caught in a little bit of a speed wobble here. It happens. Get yourself turned into Toonie Tuesday. Toonie Tuesday was a promotion that ran at KFC in Canada. A toonie is it's a slang term, but it's also like the most commonly used term for a Canadian $2 coin. So on Tuesdays, you used to be able to go to KFC, get 2 pieces of fried chicken and fries. I don't believe it included a drink for $2 even. In 2019, that seems like a comically good deal, you know? Then, maybe around like 2008, 2009, you know, inflation, it's a real thing. They had to change it to Toonie Tuesday, and it costs $2.22 now. Instead of a flat $2 even. And I'll never, the reason I'll never forget this story is I worked with a guy who told me many, many times, every Tuesday, he used to go to KFC, but he was, I wouldn't say he was upset, but he was perturbed at the fact that Toonie Tuesday no longer was Toonie Tuesday. It was Toonie Tuesday, and then it also required 2 dimes and 2 pennies. But NL, I thought Canada got rid of the penny. No! Well, we did, but this was prior to that. You know, I've been on God's green earth a relatively long time at this point. So this is the kind of story you can regale yourself with while you're playing Egg is Broken, Heart is Too. Okay? We're gonna make it to the end of this level. You have my honest word on this situation. If you told me this is where your YouTube channel would be in 2020, I might not have been surprised, but I might have been surprised. 2014, I was invited to the Game Developers Conference to give us a speech about YouTubers and game developers working together to promote each other in this burgeoning ecosystem. 2020, 500-part Let's Play of Egg is Broke, Heart is Too. Great bounce, though. Oh, I'm not trying to dunk it, by the way. I'm trying to catch it gingerly, but doesn't always work out that way. Okay, nice moonwalk. That's done. Just accept it. But even so, at the time, I was like, $2.22, that's a bargain still. But now when I look back, and I suppose this is just how, you know, it's the passage of time, you know what I mean? But when I think about the concept of getting a meal from any establishment, even KFC for $2, it's like, it feels like that's from the 1930s. It's like the way my grandpa used to tell me like a Coke was 5 cents back in the day. I'm like, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense. 5 cents? The glass bottle's worth 10 cents. Grandpa, your story is not cogent. Come on. We were almost there. Then again, you know, I feel like the story's about, hey, Coke used to cost 5 cents. They used to be a more feel-good story because, you know, those were back in the days where, you know, on a rough sense at least, wages kept up with inflation. But anyway, this isn't that sort of YouTube channel. We're not going to talk about the relative purchasing powers of, you know, millennials and Zoomers versus their parents' and grandparents' generation. What we're going to do is guide this egg to safety. Look at that. Look at that. What did I tell you? It's been done. Stage clear. Next stage, it gets harder than that. We'll do a little bit more, but not too much more. Escape the bar. It might look like a small burger, but here's the thing. A chicken, I don't know, is probably like close to a foot high, right? Well, okay. Well, I don't know why the bun has a springiness. That's gonna make things a lot harder, to be honest. Like, I actually don't know how to proceed here. What I do know is that this is a very, very impressive bar. Look at all the... It's a staggering amount of varietals of alcohol there. Oh! The egg can bounce on the burger. So here's what you do. You give it a little bit of... You give it a little bit of this. You bounce it? Okay, no, that's screwed up. You might not want to do it like this, but we're going to try. Because, you know, necessity's the mother of invention. It's not working too well right now. You know, when I said it was a little expensive for its scope, I didn't realize we were talking about a 100-hour game here. Just give it a little of that, and then go meet it. Okay, I think you had the right idea before. We're gonna try, yeah. So we're gonna guide it across the burger. This part seems very tricky. You know the game is fiction because there is a working candle at the bar. Oh, no, you gotta guide it. You gotta guide it, please. Oh my god, okay. You gotta be more gentle with it. You gotta be more gentle with it. There, okay, no, it's okay. It's non-destructive. It's non-destructive. Destroyed. Wasted. Sometimes fast is fast. I'm a big proponent of slow is fast. Sometimes fast is fast, though. Sometimes it's just easier to do things faster. That might count as a checkpoint. It didn't. Sorry, narrator voice. It didn't. That, we'll toast that one for sure. But I mean, in all honesty, this is one of those Northernlion Tries videos where I'm like, you know, is the purpose of this video determining if this is something that you would like to purchase for yourself? Yeah, to some extent. You know, I think this is the kind of game, you know, maliciously, it does get known to some extent as streamer bait, but I think you can have fun with it, even if you're not a streamer. I wouldn't know, because I've been a streamer so long, it's, you know, essentially 100% of my adult identity. But I put myself in the shoes of someone who's not streaming. I think you can still have a good time with this. But it's also... No, he had it, dude. It's also predominantly a video for entertainment purposes. So as we reach my rage quit potential here, I hope you're entertained. Hope you've enjoyed yourself. And I appreciate your feedback. Come on. As we try out new stuff, you know? 2020's been a different year for the channel so far, and it seems like the reception is positive, so I'm happy to see it. You know, sometimes I forget that people watch videos to be entertained, not exclusively to bust out some thick plastic-rimmed glasses with no lenses in them and be like, how does this relate to the state of the industry in 2020, and what the heck, where do the microtransactions come in? And, you know, you get the idea. And that's what this is. Pure, unfiltered entertainment. Come on, dude. We made it to the man with the comically large beer. As far as I'm concerned, I guess we didn't have possession. It runs on like NFL rules. Without having possession of the egg, in a controlled descent. That's toasted. Enjoy. Oh! I don't know. Where do you go from here? You know? You got it out of the kitchen. Oh, that's bad. You take it into the bar. You have to cross the freeway after that. What's next? Drop a meatball down my leg? I just would like to, before we end this episode, I would be remiss if I didn't make it to this checkpoint. But this might be one of those times where I end the episode remiss. I'm enamored with the top shelf of that bar over there. There's like 50 Japanese whiskeys up there. Yeah, that's an incredible collection. This is a very, very high-class establishment right here. You got a great selection. Might want to work on the health code because, you know, there's wild livestock just kind of running around. I mean, how did the chicken get in here in the first place? Did you buzz him in? I didn't buzz him in. I guess it's a her, but you know what? I'm not. It's a picture. I'm not overly concerned about this. It's not germane to the conversation. You know what is germane to the conversation is keep bouncing it, give it a little Peter crouch, and then give it a little Peter jump. This is my final attempt, okay? No, that's not my final. I mean one more good one. One more always means one more good one. You know, if you say, can I have a potato chip, and you pull a crumb out of the bag, that doesn't count. It's got to be one chip. It doesn't have to be fully formed, but it has to be at least, you know, 2/3 of a fully formed potato chip. The crumbs or the dust does not count, so this does not count. But this is Egg is Broken, Heart is Too. A game that's small in scope and big in heart, and also big in frustration, but also potentially big in entertainment. That's not up to me. That's up to you. So it's Dark Souls, dude. Whenever you fight a Dark Souls boss, attempt 1 usually goes like pretty well. Attempt 2 usually goes pretty well. Then you have like 10 horrible attempts, and then you're like, I get it. And you just freaking send it. Good, good, good. Yeah, you gotta use your neck muscles, Peter. Tyler Myers. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's no. Oh, or is it? Oh, it's bad. How'd you get egg on your ceiling, barkeep? You're not gonna believe this one. Oh, he's done it. Didn't pivot in time. Come on. Okay. Bad. This is my last real one. I gotta go. This is like, okay, maybe I got potato chip dust, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll give you one more, because that wasn't really like a good one. Hey, the one more time coefficient, very high right now. Alright, that's gonna do it. I'm bad. But Egg is Broke, Heart is Too. It's pretty fun. Go check it out for yourself on Steam. I'll put a link in the video description below. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!